There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Coming out with it, it's Parker. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will have first crack at this one. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, and I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw so many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Still running at the 40. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they... Got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Huskers are rolling down the field. Rides to back and leaves it. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement.
Touchdown, Nebraska! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So Northwestern's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. It's on target and complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Inside the 45. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. They just keep firing. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Gets it out fast. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put wide. There he goes. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Finds his big tight end. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Fourth and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The Huskers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means
hits the accelerator to the right. The 50. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it. Well, so much for being backed up. Now they've got it first and 10 and plus territory. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Ramsey. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Breaks the grab. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And they just didn't. Anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room. Turn it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. To the air, it's Raiola. Dumps it to the back. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Quick completion to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He lost one down the sideline. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Got some room to run. Ridden out of bounds. 45, a big play for this offense. And the Huskers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's Raiola. Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And finally, this quarterback looks human. For one play, he has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
The Wildcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Northwestern will have it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Cornhuskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And the Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. The give to the tailback. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the ground, it's Reeder. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on second down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, it was going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
The Wildcats need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic. You can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Looking for the fourth down conversion, Northwestern comes to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Motion from the wideout. To the ground with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Looking for a deep man. He's got it down the right side. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. rushes on him. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Markway. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Knowles. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And they spike it to stop the clock.
The ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Let's waste no time getting the timeout call. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And he'll line this one up from 53 yards out and try to bang it through. Kick comes up a little short, and now he's thinking kick 6. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Huskers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Got the first down and more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
To the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Yeah, the defense had that pegged. There was nowhere to go. As soon as that tight end caught the football, he was on the ground. Nice job by the defense setting him on the ground quickly.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Reeder. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Northwestern. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
The snap sets up the throw. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Here's the handoff. Tries tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
To the air, it's Raiola. Quickly complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Looking for space. It's eyes. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Reeder. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Release to the back. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third down, going up top. Oh, he had it, the deep ball with... And it just trickled through his fingers.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes a grab past the marker. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Covey. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Leaves it with the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Brings up second down.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Northwestern will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Back to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He tried to buy some time, and the defense was not having it.
How about that from the offense? Second and goal. Everything says you might run the football. They try to throw it, and man, was that unsuccessful. Sitting back in the pocket, just throw the football away. Don't take the sack. Don't go backwards, especially inside the 3-yard line. Set up in such good position.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. He splits to the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Alabama. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the fourth quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. There he goes. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Husker! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Wants to go up top on first down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he's got it inside the 35.
And Matty, be such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Scrambling away. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Easy. Might be calling a hot route. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Back open in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Tight end finds a soft spot. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. Trying to bully their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Wildcats. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now, because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Returns it down to the 35. Line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. To the air. It's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it. It's Ives. Breaks the tackle. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.